Hello, hello. Hi there. This is Anna Stropnik coming to you live from Fort Lauderdale. Let's see who do we have on watching this live. Type in where you're watching this from. That would be awesome. So hope you're all having a great day. I'm having a great day, but a very, very busy day. We just finished our 24-hour live event, which was a global live online event. So it was exhausting, but it was great. We had so much fun doing it. So today we're going to be talking about, are you struggling with managing your time and managing your people in your organization when you're a leader? So if this is something for you, type in number 1. If this would be helpful, and we're gonna get started. So if this is the first time you ever watching any of my videos, my name is Anna Stropnik and I help people create side stream of income working from home, and I also help them reach their time and financial freedom. Are you always, now be honest, right? Are you always on the phone and messenger with your team members answering their questions? Sometimes we can be like on the phone for an hour with just one teammate and discussing like different questions they have and like how you can best help them. But I'm going to meeting them for lunch, even like meeting them whatever for a barbecue party. I'm going to tell you one news that you may not like. It's not helpful to them or to you. It is something that they are not, like for example, if you spend 1 hour with your teammate on the phone answering one of their questions, what is the reality of it? They will not remember half of what you said. So the next time they have even the same question, they're going to come back to you. They're going to send their team members to you to answer that same question, and you are wasting your time. So we almost are going to have a headache of like, what if I have a larger team? What if I have, like now I have a team of 100? What if I have a team of 1,000, 10,000, 100,000? What am I going to do? Like how do you manage your time? I'm going to have no time for me. I'm going to give you some tips that would definitely help you out. If this is you. So first off, they're not going to remember half of what you said in that conversation. They will also, like I said, direct their team members to ask you when their team members have the same exact question. And you are, so this is a flash news, you are really handicapping them from success. So somebody can be brand new in this business, and you're really handicapping them that they always have to reach out to someone else to get their question answered. You're not building them to become a leader, to become independent, because sooner you don't need your upline, sooner you don't need your leader, and you're equipped to do everything on your own. That's when you're going to start creating success. So if you have your team members like really clingy to you, like coming to you with every little small thing, first off, you're wasting your time and you are handicapping them of a success. So I'm going to elaborate that a little bit more in this video. Hi guys, thanks for watching. Hi Marian, hi Lynn. So the same how when we are talking to our prospect, you're in a messenger, you are a messenger and not the message. So we always used to hear this. So when you're talking to your prospect and you're like elaborating, get them on the phone and tell them everything that they're going to see in the video or in the presentation or whatever, like in your article on your website, if you like go and repeat all of that, it's not duplicatable, it wastes time, it like loses that person. Like, why not use a tool? It's more duplicatable, it's something that everybody can do. I mean, how easy is really when somebody has a question, point them to a video, point them to a website, point them to a blog. So that's what you would do with your prospect. So you really need to learn and start learning this, how you're going to do this with your team as well. So you are a messenger, not the message. So don't be the message. And we often know that when we become a message, that's when we get frustrated, right? We get completely frustrated because we like spend hours and hours convincing and talking and explaining, and the same way, you know, these people are not going to take in like even like 50% of what you said. So and they're gonna run away. They're gonna be like, there's absolutely no way I'm going to be duplicating this and I'm going to be talking to somebody else for an hour about this topic. You know, but how easy if you show somebody, okay, show them this video, invite them to a presentation, you just do a 5-minute introduction, tell your story, and somebody else will do the work for you, and then tell your team to do the same. That's how this business is created. So definitely use tools, don't be the message. So and you will be, for your team members, you will be doing them so much more, you will be giving them a favor to actually equip them so they can do this thing on their own. So if this was helpful so far, type in number 2 down in the comments. I would love to hear if this is helping someone, and feel free to share this video if you know that somebody needs to hear this message. So how can you change that? How can you be better with your time and be more productive when it comes to your team? So instead of, you know, picking up the phone and calling everyone individually and spending all this time for lunches, meetings with everyone individually, answering their questions, what is the better solution when somebody comes to you with a question? So what you can do, you can point them to a video, to a blog, website, group. There's so many different resources. Whatever your company or your team uses, it's really your system, and that's something that is really easy to duplicate. So that is what is your team member going to be, oh, you know, somebody asked me this question, this is where I'm going to point them. So that's how you're teaching and training your organization that can be trained for generation and generation and generation. You're not going to be the one doing all the hard work. So what happens if that is not existent, if that is a question that somebody comes up with and you just like, you don't know where to point them? So again, instead of answering that question to them that is not duplicatable, I'm going to say that again, what you can do is you can create a blog, a post, a video, whatever, like however you do it, and then you're just going to say to them, you know, great question, let me create and let me get back to you on that. So how much time was wasted? 2 seconds. You just said that, okay, great question, you know, let me get back to you on that. I'll create the answer for you. You create that, and then when you send them a video, point them to a blog, whatever it is, then you're going to say, when your team member has this exact same question, this is where you're going to be pointing them to. So how much better is that? And you know what else you're doing? You are creating, in that way, you are creating your own system. So I'm not saying that every team member has to do that same thing, but you as a leader, you will have a system created already. So can you imagine, like after few years of you being in the business, you will have like a valuable content that is going to be answering like 90% of the questions people may come up with when it comes to your product, when it comes to your company, when it comes to the business. So I hope this was helpful. If so, type in number 3 in the comments. And that way you are definitely guaranteed for success. So another thing that I want to share with you too is you may think, oh, you know, but I have a small team of just like few people or whatever, 10 people, 30 people in my team, and I have this time in the world, you know, to do it. I'm just gonna say to you one thing: think big. Think big, think huge. You know, think of your business like you already have 500,000 people in your team. So this way it will create urgency. So think of it, you know, when somebody asks you a question, think that you have 499,099 people, other people in your team, and you have to answer that question, come up with an answer in 2 seconds. So think like that even before you create that big success. Think of it, if you're a leader, if you want to be a leader of a bigger team, you know, create those questions and really save your time, because it's definitely going to give you less headache. I know of people who are just in the beginning, just like building their initial team up, but they're exhausted of all the time that they're spending in non-money producing activities, and that's one of them. So like really be conscious of those time wasters, so you can free up your time for other things. I heard Eric Worre teaching this to his clients who are like becoming 7-figure earners. So they are like they're learning different ways when they're 6-figure earners to become a 7-figure earner, how they can like delegate things to their team, how not to like, you know, hold on to all the information that you have and be very clingy and micromanage, how to like delegate and free up your time, because when you're going to be like leading a larger organization, that's exactly the skill that you need to know. So why not to do it from the beginning? So I hope this was helpful. Feel free to share this with anyone that you think would benefit, and I will see you later. Bye. Thank you for watching.